Hey, how are my hoes doing today? What's up, guys? Welcome back. Glad you can make it. You're looking pretty good today. Did you do something new with your elbows? Let's go ahead and talk to the windmill guy. I'm gonna be lazy and just hitch a ride. I can't be bothered to walk. This is America. And this dude's wilding out. I totally forgot that I can get an item from him. He normally teaches you the Song of Storms, but when approaching him as an adult, if we pull out the ocarina, he will give us something. No! Not a piece of heart. I don't need these. Oh no, a storm again. You played the ocarina again, didn't you? Gar. Yes, I did. What you gonna do about it? Just gonna be mad? Well, stay mad. Alright, so next area we're gonna head to is we're gonna go to the Ice Cavern, which we can reach now that we move King Zora out of the way with a single mweep. So I think the fastest way to get there would be to go to Lake Hylia first, and we'll just swim underneath to Zora's domain. No wait, it's gonna be frozen, isn't it? Dang it, this isn't gonna work. Is there any quick way for us to get to Zora's domain right now? Wait, what the heck? Why is there... Huh? Water level control system, keep away. Oh, I think this might be something they added to the randomizer that allows you to switch the level of the lake. Dude, I think I'm gonna have to run all the way to the Lost Woods. There's like no quick way to get there. Also, for those of you who said that I should do fishing as an adult, unfortunately we cannot go up and visit Ned. There's no way to get up there right now, but interestingly enough, there's actually 3 ways to get up here, but we just can't get there in any possible way. One is by beating the water temple and raising the water of the lake so we can swim there. The other thing is we can play the Scarecrow song and hookshot onto the Scarecrow. And the third is we could ride the magic beans that we plant over here by the lake laboratory. But we don't have any of that stuff yet, so that is not a possibility for us. That's one of the things I love about randomizers though, is how there's so many different ways to do things. But I think I'm gonna meet you guys in the Lost Woods. Okay, so I'm on this bridge in between Kokiri Forest and Hyrule Fields, and I've never seen it done before, but is there a way to like backflip or get off of this bridge and enter the Lost Woods from in here as like a sort of time-saving strategy, or is that not a possibility whatsoever? I don't think I've personally ever seen that done before, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. I don't know everything about the game. I haven't like seen every single video, so who knows? Okay, so the reason we're coming to the Lost Woods is, one, we can actually swim right through this pool right here to get up to Zora's domain. But also, before we do that, let's go ahead and talk to Mido, who's just stomping around. Dude, his feet! Plop, 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 plop. Something about his feet is just cracking me up. But now that we know Saria's song, we can get back here. I heard from a friend of a friend that Saria was a 10 out of 10. Ooh, look at the leaves. Too many leaves. That melody. Saria plays that song all the time. Do you know Saria? That song, Saria taught that to only her friends. Okay, I trust you. When I see you, I don't know why, but I remember him. Yeah, I wonder if any of the Kokiri children are just like distraught or upset about Link just disappearing for 7 years. Like, they must be pretty sad about that, right? Unless they all hate Link, but I don't think that's the case. It seems like all the kids except for Mido respect Link to a pretty high degree. Alright, it's moblin hunting time. Whoa, these moblins have like major neck folds on the back of their neck. I think it's really funny that they added that. Honestly, they're the biggest enemy in the whole entire game. Yet they're also the weakest. It only takes one hit from an arrow or hook shot to end their whole entire career. And then they just drop in the most dramatic way and burst into green fire. Dude, these guys are freaking jacked. How are they ripped with a freaking six-pack in like quads of a god, yet one arrow takes them out? I don't think a single arrow even takes out a Wolfos. I guess one is a bulldog and one is a wolf. Wolves are just stronger, apparently. I'm glad these moblins embrace their feminine side by wearing these skirts. You know, they're not afraid to freeball it and just let it all hang out. And we have Mr. Macho up here. Damn, look at that club. Why you hating from my side of the club? You can't even get in. Yellow model dog. Yellow dog sipping. Yellow Lamborghini. Yellow rupee missing. Okay, I'm sorry, I'll stop now. Oh, she gave us the extended magic meter, which is kind of good. It doesn't unlock anything new for us, but that's like one of those neutral items. I can't complain. The Shard of Agony is telling me something over here. Let's go ahead and make it rain on these hoes. You know, we gotta water this sacred meadow. Gotta keep this bitch quenched. Alright, let's fall to our death. Okay, there's 2 Deku Scrubs down here. Perfect. Bouquet. Another piece of heart. Why is this randomizer doing this to me? Stop it. Stop it right now. I command you. No, that didn't give me anything. This randomizer is so difficult. I'm stressing. They say that a Valentine's gift can be found at the graveyard. Is a Valentine's gift like a piece of heart? Because if that's the case, I'm not interested. I have enough hearts and I have double defense. I'm like not worried in the slightest. We'll just slice his Achilles tendons again. He deserves it from trying to club us to death. Oh! No! He got me! I did not think he would turn around. Bro. Let's go right here. He's not able to see at angles. These moblins can only see in a straight line. Oh look, we found a Valentine's Day gift. Great. I feel like we haven't actually learned any valuable information from any of the gossip stones yet. Come on, just give me one good hint. Something good. They say that an immense cavern holds couch cash. An immense cavern. There's a lot of immense caverns in this game. I say Shadow Temple's an immense cavern. The Dongus Cavern. I know, these gossip stones are just telling us like lots of just fickle information, none of which helping us too much. I still have not found a Hylian shield yet, have I? No, we just have a Deku shields. Link has given us a bunch of bareback action right now. Oh wait, that means something else. Oops. Wait, Scratchy Boy? Where's the Scratchy Boy at? I hear him. Oh yeah, there's like a ledge up there that you have to use the magic beans to get. And for those of you who did not know, the magic beans are randomized in this seed. So I already talked to the bean salesman and he gave us a random object. And the magic beans are somewhere else. I don't think any of these guys will talk to us until we get one of the masks from the mask shop. But that grotto is there. Lots of people keep mentioning it, so I just wanted to show it off to like show that nothing happens until we get the proper mask. Alright, let's go ahead and take this shortcut that we can only use if we have the silver scale, which we fortunately have. Oh, Navi was doing the thing. Okay, I was told when she does this randomly to play the Song of Storms, because we get a giant fairy, which I don't think this was in the Nintendo 64 version, was it? Damn, this fairy looking like a damn light bulb. The foop. And we couldn't tell now, but I guess collecting those refills all of your magic and all of your hearts. It's pretty much like a blue potion, but in fairy form. And I guess you can't catch them in bottles. They're only like a collectible thing. Alright, we're back up at Zora's River. Seeing a bunch of snow flurries. Has anybody watching this video experienced any snow yet? If you have, I feel very sorry for you. My apologies. Whoa, that's a really cool camera angle. That looks sick. Alright, Zora's domain looking like a giant ice cube right now. Very, very sad stuff. Pretty much all of the Zoras turned into fish sticks that you find at the freezer section of Sam's Club. It is really, really sad. This actually made me very upset as a kid. And it made it even worse when I found out that you can never thaw it and save the Zoras. Like, they're just dead. You can save the Gorons, but the Zoras, they're all just shit out of luck, apparently. King Zora's frozen up in this gigantic red ice cube. Which, what is red ice? Does red ice resemble anything that we have in the real world? Or is that just some fictional thing that the Zelda universe came up with? Then Lord Jabu Jabu's gone. I think Ganondorf actually killed Lord Jabu Jabu in a tragic sequence of events. Ganondorf heard that Jabu Jabu was talking some shit, and Ganondorf has a really fragile ego, so if anybody talks shit on him, he's about to, I guess, make them pay with his dark magic. And it's not fair. King Jabu Jabu's like a big fat whale. He can't fight for himself. He's just like stuck in this little pool of water. So I feel like that's kind of a low blow from Ganondorf's perspective. But hey, what do we expect from villains? I would definitely say that anybody who's a villain doesn't have the highest amount of emotional intelligence. And that's just the way it is. Wow. These icicles are extra crispy. Something about the sound effect of them dropping just... It scratches an itch inside my head. No! I am not a fool! You know those brain itches? You got an itchy brain and you just gotta hear something good? Yeah, the ch-ch-ch-ch. It always scratches that itch. Alright, so this area is pretty slippery. I don't know if we're gonna find too much in here. There's a couple treasure chests, but because there's a map and compass, we know that a couple of the treasure chests are going to include that. But we collect the Serenade of Water and Iron Boots in here normally, so there's going to be a couple objects for us to find. Which we gotta find something! We literally have not found a single item that's useful to us in this episode yet. When I'm at a pretty hopeless state right now. It's also pretty upsetting that we can't get most of these skulltulas either. Just having to pass them all up because we don't have any item to collect the tokens after we kill them. Alright, we're coming back to the Ice Keys room. I always just shoot the keys. It's better to get rid of them now than have to deal with them later. And it's a lot easier to aim your bow in the 3DS version. Honestly, last episode I asked you guys if you prefer the 3DS version or the N64 version of the game. And a majority of the comments said they prefer the 3DS version. And you guys gave a lot of good reasons, not gonna lie. There were several people who said that there is like graphical updates that they added that they don't like too much. Like how the bottom of the well and Shadow Temple don't feel as scary in the 3DS version as they do on the Nintendo 64 version. But apart from that, most people said they prefer the 3DS version. And another big reason was because, I mean, just being able to equip several different items, especially the Iron Boots, as an equipable item instead of having to go to your pause screen, just speeds things up like the Water Temple by such a large amount. Oh my god! This randomizer sucks! I hate it. It's not being nice at all. And then the Water Temple in general is a bit easier on the 3DS version because they added more indication as to like what areas you should go to. There's like some paths that are outlined to show you how to get to the switches that allow you to change the water levels inside the temple, which I think helped out a lot of people. And then the gyro controls in 3DS make it easier to aim. And I mean, just it's way easier to aim in the 3DS version in general in comparison to the N64. I feel that very heavily when I play the game. See, let's go to the left first. And then the portability of the 3DS version is always a plus, which we can now play the N64 version portably on the Switch now, but unfortunately it's like the worst possible port of Ocarina of Time ever made so far, which is really, really sad, but I guess that's just the way that it is. Yeah, I feel like that's like the main changes that are worth pointing out. There was also a lot of comments from people saying they prefer the N64 version because they prefer playing Ocarina of Time with a Nintendo 64 controller, which was a little bit surprising. I didn't think that anybody preferred the N64 controller. I grew up playing this game on the GameCube controller because I originally had the Zelda's Collector's Edition, which had Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. And I always liked playing with the GameCube controller. I I felt like it felt really nice. But I guess some people prefer the N64 controller, which, I don't know, I think the N64 controller is like one of the worst controllers ever made. It's like so awkward to hold. I'm not sure why I collected that. It's the completionist in me. Okay, so I think there's still 2 more chests in this temple. One's gonna have the map, but the other is gonna have something for us. It has to be something good. Because after the Ice Cavern, we can go into the Fire Temple. That is our next destination, but I don't know. It's stressing me out. I'm not too stressed because I know the logic will prevent us from having a soft lock, or at least it should. But whenever you're doing a Let's Play that's being watched by a decent amount of people, you don't want the randomizer to fuck you over. Like, you want to be able to progress and beat it. I mean, every randomizer I've ever tried to complete has been beatable, fortunately. But there's still always that fear in the back of my head of like, what if I start this series and I get halfway through and then it's unbeatable and I just have to end the series halfway through because that's just the way it be. But I mean, hey, so far, the logic has been great. So shout outs to the developers of these randomizers. They're killing it. Man, these ice keys are... I was gonna say they're being blind as a bat right now. But keys are, I guess, bats. Except they don't use like any sort of sonar. These bats aren't screeching. So I guess that's what differentiates keys from bats. Is keys actually have better eyesight. Why is Navi being like this? Is there a Song of Time block that appears right here? There is. And I'll take it. I could use some rupees. Lots of people pointed out that there's a fire tunic inside the Kokiri Shop that we can buy for 200 rupees. So, before we go into the fire temple, I'm going to do just that, so we don't burn. What? Are these baby Song of Time blocks? Oh, they're so cute. I didn't know that Song of Time blocks could have babies. Wow, my heart just grew 3 sizes just now. I absolutely love that fire can be different colors. I mean, I guess they don't call it flaming gay for nothing, do they? Yeah. Yeah. It was not the most fantastic idea to wear a skirt into the Ice Cavern. Does not keep your ass as warm as it should. What are the tights that Link is wearing called? Aren't they called like long johns or something? Alright, this is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. The fact that you can take out this Wolfos with 1 jump attack is so underwhelming. Like, it's supposed to be the boss of the Ice Cavern, yet it's like the easiest thing ever. Alright, and what we getting? Okay, the map. And then Sheikah's gonna give us... Yes! Let's go! We found it! Oh, but now do I have to go back through the Ice Cavern and get all the skulltula tokens? I feel like I have to. But dude, thank God, now we can actually get the Scratchy Boy tokens, and now we can go to a majority of the areas. We can't leave the easy way because we don't have iron boots, so we're gonna have to walk back out, but that's fine. So I'm gonna get the Scratchy Boys. But yeah, now we should be able to go inside Forest Temple, and we can cross the bridge by Fire Temple. We still can't go in Water Temple without the iron boots. We can enter Shadow Temple because we can now cross that gap. I think we need either the Long Shot or Epona Song in order to cross Gerudo Valley and enter the fortress. Or we could get the Requiem of Spirit to teleport to Spirit Temple, but we don't have that yet either. But yeah, I mean, a lot of things are open now. I am not nearly as stressed as I was a little bit ago because now the world has really opened up to us. I'm going to go ahead and collect some more blue fire because I think we're going to need it. Gotta thaw out King Zora and open up the Zora shop as an adult. Alright, this is Scratchy Boy number 22. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Ugh, that song's stuck in my head now because Taylor Swift just re-released it. The Taylor Swift version. Taylor Swift, she like is remaking every single one of her songs practically, and with like higher production value and new vocals because she wanted to own the rights to her own songs because her record label screwed her over, which I think is pretty cool that she's doing that. That's a lot of work. but like literally just a couple days ago, she re-released her own version of 22, and I think it actually sounds way better. And now we're 23. We're just blasting through our 20s. And I think there's only 3 Skulltula tokens in here, so let's go ahead and get out. Alright, Kingy, I'm about to release you from your icy prison. Alleviate you from whatever pain you're going through. Or maybe King Zora was just trying to be like Walt Disney and freeze his body to preserve it so he can like travel into the future. I mean, hey, it worked for King Zora, so I don't see why it couldn't work for Walt Disney as well. Oh, I've come back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. As an expression with my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. Wow. That's not what I was hoping for, but I got the hookshot this episode, so realistically, I can't complain for the rest of the episode. We got the main thing that we needed. Hookshot is literally like double S tier item. And this dude is like in a really awkward location. You have to almost like slide off a frozen waterfall in order to collect it. I'm gonna jump anyways because shortcuts. We can always refill our life, huh? Link can take all the pain in the world. His broken bones re-heal. That's just how the fairies be. Alright, and I got this blue fire. The red ice looks awesome in this game. So much more detailed. I love like the crystalline structure. Was there anything in here that I wanted? Ooh, do I want to get a Hylian shield? I almost don't want to buy a Hylian shield, so next time I find one in a chest, I can get excited for it. But at the same time, I really should have a shield, and I have enough rupees to buy it, so I'll buy it. Sure, why not? And we're good. Let's bust out of here. Okay, and like I mentioned, let's go ahead and stop by the Kokiri Shop, which still looks exactly the same even to this day. Hi, mister. You can't use a Deku shield. They're only for kids. It's like tricks. They're for kids. Deku shields. They're for kids. Okay, so I'm happy to buy the Goron tunic because, I don't know, I'm just getting tired of wearing the same color all the time. Link is a fashion disaster right now. You can't wear the same thing every single day. Come on, Link. Let's get some new clothes on ya. What color is it gonna be? Any guesses? Let's find out. Ooh. Oh my god, we are the same color as the Octorok. We're like a nice Octorok pinkish purple right now. And here, I guess I should put my shield on as well. Dr. Octagonopus, blah. And while we're over here, let's go ahead and collect this dude. Is this the Maleficent Crown? This house is scary looking. How does a tree grow like this? Like, how did it end up like splitting in two? There had to have been like something sitting here originally to make it grow up in these directions. Trees do not naturally grow like that. Okay, you know what? Now that we have Scarecrow's song and the hookshot, I gotta go revisit Ned. I just miss him way, way too much. I think I have attachment issues. I love the storm clouds in this game. They go so fast. Whoa, did the rain go away that fast? That was like the quickest weather I've ever seen. Is Hyrule located in the Midwest? Oh wait, we have Fast Scarecrow song on, so I don't even have to like play the song. Well, I guess that's pretty convenient. Pierre, I'm gonna stab you right in the face. Mwah. Okay, Ned. Wait, Neddy. You guys have heard of Ed, Neddy, but have you heard of the new show Ned, and Neddy? It's a classic. It's a reality show. Okay, so I was told by a comment that when doing the fishing game in the 3DS version, you can catch whatever size fish. It doesn't even matter. You can collect the smaller fish as well, which is actually, it makes this way easier because it is a lot more difficult to get fish in the 3DS version of the game. I just want to take a nap here. You know, somewhere on the side of the bank, maybe set up a hammock and just take a nice sweet nap. It's so cozy. All right, let's do this. And while we're doing this, let's go ahead and talk about last episode's comment question of the day. What the heck is this fish doing? Literally crazy. But yeah, last episode, I showed you guys the building outside of Lake Hylia, and I told you guys to tell me what it's used for, but to give me wrong answers only. My favorite answer was, that building is the original Cheesecake Factory. You know, Cheesecake Factories, they're building them everywhere. Somebody said that it's a speakeasy entrance to the hit restaurant Din's Din Din Din. Which if you've never eaten food at Din's Din 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 before, you've got to go. It's so delicious. It's so good. Okay, so this fish is 4 pounds, and he says it needs to be over 5 pounds. So I guess we're about to find out if we can really have a fish of any size. Whoa, this fish is huge. It's a new record. It's at least 4 pounds. Oh, I guess that does work. And we got bombs, of course. I feel like usually I spend so long in the fishing hole, but that just went by in a super quick flash. Can we get on top of the lake laboratory as well with Pierre? I think we can. Another comment said that building outside of Lake Hylia is a sex dungeon for Ganon, which is pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie. But it makes sense because Ganon's a Gerudo, and there's only a man born into the Gerudo race once every 100 years. So if he's the only man that they can use for reproduction in their race, it makes sense that Ganon would have a sex dungeon because he's gonna have to be making lots of babies. So I guess, honestly, I can believe that answer. Another answer said that it's an entrance to JC... Wow. They said it's an entrance to JCPenney's. Which, no, rest in peace to department stores. They're all slowly going out of business because of online shopping. We don't need those giant department stores anymore. Another answer said that it's ruins for low-budget college films. Which, that's actually very kind. As somebody who went to film school, I know how hard it is to find sets and locations to film at, so it's nice that there's a low-budget option for the college students. Ooh, wait. Is this an Ocarina upgrade, or is this a Fool? Ooh, Requiem of Spirit! Wow, and now we can go to Spirit Temple. This game just hella opened up this episode. I'm honestly wondering how long it's going to take to beat this randomizer. Because one thing I am going to do for this randomizer is I'm not going to 100% it. That is not my intention. My intention is to try to get all the medallions from the dungeons so we can make the Rainbow Bridge and go and fight Ganondorf. I'm going to go back to Fire Temple since we already have that temple like halfway complete. But yeah, sometimes when I play randomizers, like depending on the rando, I'll try to like collect as many items as possible because I think it's fun to see where stuff is. But also I think it's like smart for randos to like not collect everything because realistically you're not supposed to. You're just supposed to get as much stuff as you possibly can to like end up needing to find and beat the final boss. Okay, back in Fire Temple. Very warm. It's like the complete opposite dynamic from the Ice Cavern that we were just in. But hey, now we're not gonna burn to death because we have the fire tunic. So great. Another comment said that that area outside of Lake Hylia is fenced in for duel monster arenas. So if anyone's trying to play some fire Yu-Gi-Oh matches, that's where you go. Which I actually got into Yu-Gi-Oh over this past year during quarantine. And it's been really fun. I've been watching the show, and I'm like halfway done with season 2. I've been watching Battle City. And I really wish I grew up watching Yu-Gi-Oh because honestly it's one of the coolest games and shows I think I've ever seen. It's pretty genius the way the card game was formulated, and then also it teaches you how to play through a TV show. What an interesting way to like build up the culture around the game. Okay, we should be able to keep going through this room. I don't think we need any more keys at the moment. At least I hope not, because I don't think there's any other chests to get keys right now. What are these guys called? Are they slugmas? Torch slug. When the fire in its bag is extinguished, it will run away. Destroy it before it relights. Before it relights? That's my name backwards. If you spell Tyler backwards, it's the word relight. Which I think is pretty cool, honestly. Not as cool as Girafarig from Pokemon having a name that's the same spelled frontwards and backwards. But I think having relight be my name spelled backwards is really freaking cool, not gonna lie. I've always liked this puzzle right here. This is like one of the more clever puzzles in an Ocarina of Time dungeon, in my opinion. Having to drop the bomb in order to give yourself a head start. What? How did I miss that? Where's this crystal at? I would assume the blast radius is larger than that. Are you kidding me? Where is this bitch? Oh, it's over in the corner? Okay. Weird. Thank you. And also, some speedrunners in the comment section let me know that apparently they kept a lot of the glitches from the Nintendo 64 version of this game whenever they recreated it, because they wanted to keep a lot of the original charm. But one thing that they did remove was a glitch called ISG, known as Infinite Sword Glitch, which makes it to where your sword is just like continuously active, like in a swinging motion, and it can do damage, which is used for a lot of glitches. But apparently when they made the randomizer developers removed the patch, so you can still use Infinite Sword Glitch on this version of the game. So that is really cool that they were able to do that. I would say that the worst patch that they made to the 3DS version of the game is they took out the option to skip Door of Time. And normally you could clip through Door of Time and turn into adult a lot earlier when like speedrunning and stuff, but they took away the option to do that, which is pretty unfortunate, I might say. That was a really cool glitch, which I actually learned how to do that once. It takes a lot of precision, but being able to initiate or execute glitches in Ocarina of Time always feels very satisfying. Just because of how difficult it is though. Like, it takes like very precise muscle memory. Oh, we got an upgrade for the fairy slingshot. The final upgrade is still for sale back in Hyrule Market. Speedrunning Ocarina of Time is something I've learned the basics of, and it's always something that I want to do, but I feel like speedrunning Ocarina of Time, it's almost like learning how to play guitar. You have to form so much muscle memory, and it just takes like so much consistency, and I just don't know if I have that towards something like speedrunning a game. Like, it's really fun and I enjoy it, but I feel like I don't get too much out of speedrunning personally. It just doesn't like satisfy me in the way that like playing a randomizer does, or playing a brand new game. We don't have a key right now. Wait, what? Can I use Scarecrow Song to do anything? But I'm low-key confused a little bit. I don't think I'm missing any chests or anything I can get right now, though. I'm actually going to set a warp point with Aurora's Wind to get back up into this room. Cost a high level of magic. Well, we got the extended magic meter, baby. I'm not worried about that. Beautiful Link. Great form. We love to see it. Where'd it go? Oh, it probably went to this door over here, I'm guessing. That's the last door we went through. Is it here? It is. Hi, Aurora. You're looking extra beautiful and shiny today. Okay, let's warp out of here. Go back to the crater. We can now cross this bridge since we have the hook shot. So I'm gonna go to Goron City real fast and revisit the shop, because I got a lot of comments telling me to go back to the Goron City shop, which there's nothing for me to get there, but I want to like look at it one more time just to like show you guys, and also just like double check for myself, because I don't think there was anything else in here. I think people were confused and they thought that I hadn't been in here, because when you're a kid, the door is still there. You have to like blow it up a second time, so people saw that the door hadn't been exploded and they thought I hadn't been here in the first place. Okay, just a rupee, that's way too expensive. Yeah, nothing good in here. This is where we got the Bolero of Fire. Okay, I'm gonna finally get this dude who's just hanging out in the butt of this platform. Oh wait, isn't there some more Deku Scrubs in Goron City that I can get now that I have the hook shot? I'm like pretty sure there is, like right over here. Dang it, I fell? That's obnoxious. Okay, while we're walking around here, I actually have a comic question of the day for you guys. So I was thinking about how cool it is that people make like remakes, very high definition remakes of different Zelda games in Unreal Engine or Unity, and they just make it look like what Zelda could be in a modern day. Oh wait, isn't the big Goron sword thing added to this as well? I'm like almost positive it is. But yeah, my question for you guys is, if you could have any Zelda game of your choice remade in like the most high quality version, like with Unreal or Unity, just like those types of looking Zelda games, which Zelda game would you choose to have that makeover? And you can choose any, like even 2D Zelda games, if they're going to be like reimagined in Unity. Let Let me know what you would choose in the comment section below and why. There's like a bunch of walls. So many layers. It's like an ogre. Ogres have layers. Ooh, he has like a little oven keeping him warm. I just completed a small weapon. How about it? How about buying this knife for 200 rupees? Okay, I just bought a tunic, so I cannot afford that. Hello, Gossip Stone. I overheard this. They say that a chicken dilemma can be found at Gerudo Valley. A chicken dilemma? Oh, is that where we find the weird egg? Or like the Kohiro? The blue chicken that starts the big Goron trading side quest? I think so, I think so. Oh look, it's Brendan the Goron. The Goron that's named after us. I keep on forgetting my name's Brendan. What a generic white person name. Okay, so I think to get across here, we gotta play the Song of Time. We get the Song of Time block, and this should give us enough distance to be able to hit this target over here. I hope so. No, it's too far. Can I do it if I just walk? There we go. I guess you don't even need the Song of Time block. Link takes damage. Infrequent enough. Okay. And how is it that we're ending another episode with 3 Deku Scrubs? How does this keep happening? I mean, it's a good way to end an episode. Not when it's like this! Anger. Distrust. Confusion. Man. If Zelda randomizers don't give you trust issues, I don't know what will. It's also pretty lame. Come on, don't make this grotto all for nothing. There's 3 of you. You have to have something good. Wow, you all suck. This is the most worthless hole that I've ever used. But yeah, with that, I think I'm going to call it another episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching. You know, keep it classy, keep it sassy, and I will see you in the next one.
So I can't be your boyfriend, and you can be my girl. If you wanna love me, maybe in another world. And I can't be your lover, and you can't be my boo. 'Cause I know I'm bad for you in all the weirdest ways you love.